Welcome to the Property Code. I'm your host, Nick. If you've ever wondered how to become a real estate developer in 2025, you're not alone. How to become a real estate developer is one of the most searched questions by aspiring investors looking to build communities and wealth at the same time. In this episode, I'll walk you through a complete pathway illustrated by one newcomer's journey. When Jordan first heard the term real estate developer, she pictured colossal office towers and luxury condominium complexes. She lived in a mid-sized Midwestern city where repurposed factories stood silent, waiting for someone to reimagine them. Fresh out of college with a degree in urban planning, she had little savings and no private investors lined up. Yet she believed transformation starts with vision, and vision can be learned. Her first step was education. Instead of chasing quick profits, Jordan spent 3 months studying municipal planning codes, zoning ordinances, and Pro-Forma modeling through an online certificate program designed for 2025's market realities. She learned that successful developers blend 3 core skills: land acquisition, project finance, and community engagement. Armed with that foundation, she created a simple Pro-Forma spreadsheet that projected costs and revenues for a small adaptive reuse project. She assumed a soft cost budget of $1 million for architectural design, permitting, and marketing, and estimated hard costs of $2 million for reconstruction and finishes. All numbers were in $20-25, reflecting inflation-adjusted construction rates. At the same time, Jordan began scouting properties. She focused on former warehouse districts within 2 miles of expanding transit lines, since remote work commuters valued convenient train access. Using an AI-driven property analytics platform, she identified several underpriced buildings that met her criteria: light industrial zoning, solid structural condition, and favorable flood resilience ratings. She prioritized 2 properties, one a 19-aught factory with timber beams and another a vintage garage with loft-style windows. With targets in view, Jordan formed a limited liability company to hold any acquisitions and opened discussions with local private lenders. Her initial investor meetings were earnest but challenging. Many backers wanted larger-scale deals and shied away from niche adaptive use projects. Undeterred, she refined her pitch. By highlighting projected rental growth exceeding 6% annually in that district and offering accredited investors fractional stakes starting at $10,000, she demonstrated alignment with 2025's trend toward democratized capital. Within 6 weeks, she secured $50,000 in equity commitments from 3 local entrepreneurs and negotiated a bridge loan for up to $200,000 to secure purchase options. Once her option agreements were signed, Jordan worked with a small architecture firm specializing in sustainable retrofits. She proposed green enhancements, solar-ready rooftops, rainwater harvesting, and smart HVAC controls, which qualified for a local $500,000 resilience grant. That grant reduced her net hard cost requirement and strengthened her financing package when she sought a construction loan from a regional bank. The lender agreed to finance 60% of hard costs at a floating rate indexed to the 10-year Treasury plus 2% with a 2-year completion horizon. While permitting proceeded, Jordan assembled her operational team. She engaged a Proptech property manager who used predictive maintenance algorithms and tenant experience apps to reduce vacancies and streamline repairs. She contracted with a local co-working brand to pre-lease 20% of her future space under revenue share agreements, ensuring early cash flow. She also enlisted a marketing consultant to produce virtual reality tours, letting prospective tenants customize office layouts in their browsers long before walls went up. Construction began on a crisp autumn morning. Prefabricated panels arrived from a nearby modular factory, cutting on-site build time by roughly 20%. Jordan tracked progress through weekly drone footage and virtual reality site walkthroughs. She communicated regularly with investors via a secure dashboard that displayed budget burn rates, adjusted projections, and ESG metrics like energy usage per square foot. That transparency kept stakeholders confident even as material prices fluctuated in 2025's volatile supply chain. Within 9 months, the project was complete. The repurposed factory now housed 20 mixed-use lofts, a Café Incubator, and a co-working space filled with startups. Rental income exceeded projections by 5%, and the Café partners shared in a portion of gross receipts, adding variable revenue. Jordan refinanced the construction loan into a 10-year fixed mortgage at 4.8%, reducing her debt service burden and locking in favorable long-term financing. Her first development yielded a net internal rate of return of about 20% on invested equity and demonstrated a replicable model. Jordan then applied her learnings to a second site, a converted mill building on the city's new light rail extension. She repeated her process: education, analytics-driven site selection, fractional equity raises, modular construction, and Proptech management, each time refining her approach. Today, Jordan's firm manages a portfolio of 3 adaptive reuse communities and is planning 2 more in secondary cities where transit and tech hub expansions fuel demand. Her journey shows that becoming a real estate developer in 2025 requires more than capital. It demands continuous learning, data-driven decision-making, creative capital structures, and deep community partnerships. If you're ready to embark on your own path, start by mastering zoning and finance fundamentals, then identify underutilized assets ripe for transformation. Rally local investors with clear projections and shared purpose. Embrace modular construction and digital transparency. Finally, never lose sight of the people who will live and work in your projects, because a developer's greatest asset is the community they build together.